Here we are. Let's talk. It's always good to talk, isn't it? I did me hymns there. Sometimes I sing, and I used to sing a thing years ago, and I used to get a good hearing. There was an old man called Michael Finnegan. He grew fat and gan grew thin again. Then he died and had to begin again. Poor old Michael Finnegan. There was other verses, but that's enough. No, let's talk. Today, thank God, I was able to take it easy. Got some clothes washed and dried. I got them done yesterday as well. They were in there and in the washing machine, which is outside in the sun house, as the fella says, out in the shed, so it's not rattling around in the kitchen. Where people often have to have it. And yeah, I remember being in an apartment one time, and goodness, if they didn't put on the washing machine in the middle of the blink of night about 12 o'clock, and the noise of it, and you're trying to get asleep. Oh, tough times. Won't go into that. Yeah, probably we all had those little crosses, didn't we, going through life? But here I am in the country, and cows grazing here, there, and yonder are cattle, and birds singing. Oh, it's lovely. But yesterday, I didn't do my videos because I was as tired as an owl. I cut the grass on Monday with me ride on mower, and then you have to do it on the old work when you lift it up and pull out the grass. Now, the grass wasn't, too bad, but still I had to empty that thing with jigs about 3 or 4 times and pull out the grass and then hoosh it up where I have the grass and physical stuff. That was on Monday, and Monday was a bit cloudy. It wasn't raining, but it didn't look too good. But then yesterday I cut the grass that needed doing. I had somebody that did it on just the weekend there, and so I did it. I did it some parts that wasn't done, and out in the road and that, and then I have shears, clippers, because there was things that needed clipping normally, and I have a um, another machine that I can do it better, but. When I try to put it, it doesn't start with me. I suppose I'm not as fit as I was. Anyway, so I did that and I was wore out. I wasn't fit to white, as the fella says. And so that's how I couldn't do any videos last night. I was too tired. As a matter of fact, I had to lie down to just recover for a bit, and say a few prayers, and that sort of, overcome this fierce tiredness. When you're my age and having to I look after things as good as best as I can, keep things clean and tidy. And I sometimes have to do, as I say, outside. And I believe there's such a thing as a mower or something that you can, it does it itself. One of these, I saw them one time and it looked peculiar, but I might have to just, in due course, entertain one of those. And the people that do them, they're in Castle Pollard, and they might have to come and see what it would do here, because there's the big main garden, but then there's a bit going up there, and then there's with hedges, but we planted nice things that grow lovely blooms, and there were some there, lovely yellow ones, just there a couple of weeks ago, like the daffodils, and they come in and give a bit of joy and that kind of thing. And then we have these bushes that have lovely mm, plants on them, and there was lovely yellow ones, and then there was white ones and other ones, and it was lovely to see it. Sort of towards the end of March, and March was that seemed to be very wet, and parts of April it never stopped raining. Anyway, so that's why I could. Isn't it funny how when you're of a certain age and you're doing these things, it can be hard going. And I just sort of was entertained the idea of one of those yokes that'll do it, but that cost a nice few quid. And then I thought maybe I might get somebody to do it rather than do it and pay them a bit more. person that does it, and they're good, and they do certain amount just around that I can't get with the right on more, and they're good. But if they were doing the whole lot and keeping some of the things that I can't just have the time, I could spend my whole time out there, half an acre. You have to try and keep it right, but it'd be you could be spent the whole time out there, and I don't have that kind of time to be doing that physical end of it. Should wear you out. So there we are. That's what happened, and but I enjoyed the weather. Don't get me wrong. But today, thank God, I took it nice and easy, and it was much more pleasant. So I was able to do things, and I did Station of the Cross earlier, which at around 3 o'clock when our Saviour died on the cross. All those centuries ago, and brought the great gift of the Catholic faith and the consecration and the Holy Communion and the confession, all the rest of it. Were blessed. So there you are, and so you probably could have those type of experiences as well, and other experiences, and even tough ones. But maybe contending with months and jobs that had cut your throat as quick as look at you. Physically, metaphorically speaking, shall we say, not literally. But you know what I mean. They don't have the joie de vivre, the joy of that the Catholic faith gives you. You don't be going around with a long pushing yourself, taking yourself too serious. I certainly don't. Not right. So I'll do another bit tomorrow evening, please, God, and share whatever bit of news comes my way. As you go through life, you get all sorts, and pin some of them, but there'll be more than that in some ways. So we share them, don't we? It's good to talk. Sometimes you can be on a bus, and I often go as far as Navan and go up to Dublin in the bus. No point in driving the car into Dublin, you might be wasting your time. And he was, and they're all on their phones or looking at or whatever they are at. There's no yap at all unless they're talking to somebody on the phone. And oftentimes people from other jurisdictions and rabbiting away as if like they're in their own country and they're in this country. All this sort of thing. And oftentimes the signs there about the North border and the sea not to be doing that kind of thing, but it's not enforced, unfortunately, because between all this type of thing on phones, and sometimes they have a little internet thing, and they're plugging away at that. Half a way to travel. Myself and my late wife, when we used to travel on the bus and I had to go up with her, we'd be talking. We'd generally be upstairs because we liked the view. So, but now I don't go upstairs too often, but now and again I do. But I usually on the ground floor, at the bottom, at the bus, if it's a double decker bus, if it's one of these buses. But it's a lot of double deckers travelling up and down from Navan, and I've been on it because it's a very handy way. It's near the Express, the NX. So there we are. Have a good day and enjoy the rest of your evening. And I think I'll do a Blessed Mother, and I might do something else as well. Um, the Chaplet of Mercy. Bye now.